Number 5. Carmella vs Charlotte Flair vs Becky Lynch, SummerSlam 2018. With Carmella being the SmackDown Women's Champion heading into SummerSlam 2018, she had her plate full as she had to defend against two of the greats in Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair during a triple threat match. All three women would give it their all during this match, with Carmella setting out to prove herself as a deserving Women's Champion. From corkscrew moonsaults to the outside and exchanging finishes, the action flowed rapidly throughout. However, as Lynch went to lock Carmella into the disarmer, Charlotte Flair would sneak in and hit a natural selection on Lynch to secure the win and the Women's Championship. And to top things off, we finally saw Becky Lynch reach her tipping point and snap, turning on Charlotte Flair in what would become the genesis for Becky Lynch's The Man character. Number 4. Alundra Blayze vs Buna Cano, SummerSlam 1994. In the first ever Women's Championship match to take place at SummerSlam, Alundra Blayze looked to defend her title against Buna Cano from Japan. What would follow would arguably be the best Women's Championship match on a SummerSlam card for decades to come. Both women put on a solid, hard-hitting and athletic match, exchanging holds and submissions, with Buna Cano taking control for large portions of the bout, using her power, until Alundra Blayze managed to mount a comeback and swing the momentum in her favour. After Cano missed a huge flying leg drop, Blayze would hit her with a German suplex to secure the win and retain her Women's Championship in what's still one of the best women's matches in SummerSlam history. Number 3. Bianca Belair vs Becky Lynch, SummerSlam 2022. This wasn't the first time that Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair had faced off at SummerSlam for the Women's Championship, as the pair had met a year prior, where Lynch had returned to squash Belair in just 26 seconds. Now the stage was set for the pair to have the classic fans knew that they could produce, and that's exactly what happened. As the duo opened up the show, they for sure set the tempo for the rest of the night, as partway through the match Lynch would suffer a separated shoulder, but still managed to go on and finish the match, with both putting on a gritty and competitive match. In the end, Belair would hit her KOD finisher onto Lynch to retain her Raw Women's Championship. After the match, the pair would embrace, only for the debut of Damage Control featuring a returning Bayley, Dakota Kai and Io Sky to shockingly appear, a group that would help shape the women's division for the years to come. Number 2. Asuka vs Bianca Belair vs Charlotte Flair, SummerSlam 2023. Asuka was looking to keep her dominant run as Women's Champion running as she took on two former champions in a triple threat match against Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair. Three of the best women on the roster, and a fairly solid intertwining story between the three gave fans expectations of something great, which is exactly what this turned into. Although the match did start slightly slow with some clunky moments, all three women soon settled in and produced multiple near falls and counters, keeping the fans guessing as to who might actually win. Although as Belair was selling her knee injury, Charlotte Flair locked her into the figure 8, only for Asuka to spray the mist into Flair's face. This gave Belair the opportunity to quickly roll up Asuka for the win and became the Women's Champion for a third time in an exciting back and forth matchup. This would actually hand Charlotte Flair her first loss at SummerSlam, as she was 6-0 at the event before this night. Number 1. Sasha Banks vs Asuka, SummerSlam 2020. During the pandemic era of WWE in 2020, the company was constantly trying new ideas to keep audiences engaged due to not allowing fans in the arena. We also got some quality matches during this time period, including this bout at SummerSlam 2020 between Asuka challenging for Sasha Banks' Raw Women's Championship, after Asuka had to pull double duty on this night, first losing to Bayley earlier on in the night for the SmackDown Women's title. Two of the greatest women to ever step foot within the WWE went to war, as both women had stretches of dominance with high impact moves. The bout was physical, as you'd expect between these two, and with Bayley in Sasha's corner, she attempted to help her retain the title, only for Asuka to avoid this and reverse Sasha's bank statement into an Asuka lock to pick up the win and become a two-time Women's Champion. It was a shame that these two put on such a classic without any fans in attendance, but goes to show the lengths both women were willing to make history, even if no one was watching. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more wrestling content.